Platinum Mike Perry. Man, he called his shot on Saturday night. I'm talking some Babe Ruth type stuff going on. Pointing out your shot, hitting it out of the park. That's essentially what he did. No lead trainer, barely sparred for the fight, and brought his girlfriend, who's a novice, into the corner. And you know what? She did a good job. You know why? Because she didn't say shit. And you know what? She was better than Anthony Smith's corner in his last fight. And she was a lot better than the charlatan that we have in Diego Sanchez's corner. With that being said, I mean, he just ruined Valentine's Day for every single fighter. I mean, he's that much of a cockblock at the moment. Every single girl are going, relationship goals. And, you know, these fighters is kind of like, all right, chill, baby, chill. I'm not trying to get killed out there. But Mike Perry proved me wrong. I thought it was dangerous after watching Anthony Smith's last fight, losing several teeth. We've seen what happens when Diego Sanchez has a charlatan in his corner. I thought it was negligent to have her make that kind of decision for him. I thought he was putting himself in harm's way. He's a brawler. We've seen that dude's nose get smashed in. Play that real quick. Yeah, that's what's happened to him in a fight. And I thought it was negligent to him to trust her to be able to call the fight if it ever came to that moment. He proved me wrong. And hey, she did a hell of a job by not overstepping like a lot of trainers would. But here's the thing, Mike Perry wants to go to another camp. He already says he's interested in Miami, Florida. I mean, the only time someone's going to top off what Mike Perry did right there is they had a blow-up doll, a scarecrow, and a mime. And it has to be all three. Not two of the three, not one of the three, all three. Now imagine what a mime would be like in a corner. It'd be like, there you go. That's my miming. Santa Monica Boulevard, here we come. Mike Perry did his damn thing, proved me the hell wrong, and then he's calling his shots against the taxman. Who doesn't love that? I mean, he's calling out the federal government right now. I mean, this is like the Unabomber's wet dream right now, calling out the government. And on top of that, he has his next man up in Darren Till, but this story is funny because this is not the first time this is not the first time Mike Perry's had a girlfriend in his corner. He used to have his ex-wife in his corner, and then he was very, very sensitive to what people had to say about her, particularly Colby Covington. I mean, that dude was effing brutal to what he said to his ex-wife. And it looked like Mike Perry was distracted all week by what people online were saying about his girlfriend. I mean, I'm not going to say anything about a dude's girl. I'm not, unless I want problems with him. But she looks like she's in the age range of Chris D'Elia. But, hey, she's legal from what I know. And so props to Mike Perry. That's all I have to say. He sounds like he's happy. And I'd be the same way if someone's talking about my girl. So, hey, props to you, man. And he proved me wrong once again. I thought he was unchained, and I thought he had zero focus going into the fight, but he looked like he was in great shape, looked sharp despite all the lack of sparring. But here's the thing about Mike Perry. I want him. He has so many physical advantages, particularly in the strength area, how he's able to shuck people off when they're trying to get him to take him down. Or when he actually does take someone down and ragdolls people. If he went and approached wrestling the way GSP approached wrestling, I think you have a completely different looking fighter. You know, GSP had no background in wrestling, devoted himself to the sport, looked like a completely new fighter. I can imagine Mike Perry had that same kind of discipline toward that. Not saying he's GSP, but I think he's a much more competitive fighter. And on top of that, he called out Darren Till. Now, he wants no part of Darren Till. Trust me. Darren Till is a top 5 middleweight at the moment and was a number 1 contender for the championship at welterweight. He's beaten dudes in the top 10 in 2 different divisions. Mike Perry has not beaten a single fighter in the top 15. He hasn't. So, I mean, they're completely different fighters. They have no chance. He has 0 chance at this moment against someone like Darren Till. But here's the funny part. These guys were friends a couple months ago, or at least friendly. And then they had the whole hilarious thing where Mike Perry wanted to spar Darren Till, and then he thought he said spa, and they were going to have a spa day together. But here's where things changed. Darren Till, they were memeing back and forth, talking a whole bunch of shit to each other, just joking around. And then Darren Till says he's going to raw dog his girlfriend. And then that went off with Perry. He was just like, man, that's enough. And Darren Till straight up said, I don't care. You know, that's a damn good Till impersonation, by the way. Perry wants to kill Till at the moment. Says he's going to take it to the street, take it wherever he wants. He wants that Till fight. A fool would not make that fight. Even on the street, Darren Till mops the floor with Mike Perry. But let's say this. If there was a guy this would be perfect poetic justice. If there was a guy to come out with the blow-up doll, come out with the scarecrow, come out with the mime, it's got to be Darren Till. There's got to be only one man who could top Mike Perry, and that's Darren Till. So please, Darren, if you watch this somehow, do the damn thing. Please. Anyway, that's the show, folks. You can follow me at No Remorse Sports. And I'm hoping to get a Patreon pretty soon, so send your dollars my way, please. All one word with No Remorse Sports. Go give it a like, go give it a follow. More videos as we come with No Sports. I still got you covered. Later.